Morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Now at 6, former President Barack Obama is expected to pay a visit to Connecticut. We'll tell you where and when you can see him. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining us on Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus. I'm Bridget Piorlo.
At America Areas, of course, we're going to have more on the former president's visit in just a few minutes. But first, we're checking in with Rachel Piscatelli. It was a gorgeous day out there yesterday. And today is the day to get out there and enjoy it again if you can, right?
Yeah, today is another nice one. While there will be more clouds around, it's not bad. It's going to be a mainly dry day. Yesterday, high temperatures topped out in the 70s and the lower 60s. I think today will be a little bit warmer for some of us. Temperatures right now are starting off warmer. We're at 54 degrees in Hartford. A live look outside over in New Haven at 57. So we are warmer than this time yesterday, anywhere from about 10 to 15 degrees warmer. So you'll certainly notice that out the door. At 52 in Torrington now and 53 degrees in New Milford. So it's mostly sunny now. There will be clouds that begin to increase and build in over time. So the clouds are going to win out later on today, leaving a mostly cloudy sky for the ride home. Temperatures will be in the lower to middle 70s across the state. So town by town, 70 degrees in Derby, 75 in Southington, and in southeastern Connecticut in the upper 60s to right around 70 degrees with winds around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow we are going to build in some rain chances. There could be a few spotty showers in the morning, but there will be likely a few spotty showers in the afternoon and evening as well. This is not a washout of a day, and neither day really this week is, but we are bringing some unsettled weather in. We'll talk much more about that and the rain chances on the way coming up in just a bit. Here at 6:01, as we check in with the roads, we all look okay across the board. A live look outside over in Middletown this morning. We did have some earlier road work that has cleared for the morning commute, which is certainly good to see at this hour. So we'll take a look at your drive times into the capital city this morning. So we are looking at Hartford into New Haven is around 34 minutes. Hartford to Waterbury is 29 now, and Rocky Hill to Hartford is around 7 minutes. No delays to report on 91 North. Over to you.
Good news there, Rachel. Thank you. 6:02 now, and new this morning. Former President Barack Obama will pay a visit to Connecticut next month. He'll appear at the Bushnell Performing Arts Center on June 17th at 7:30 p.m. Organizers say an evening with President Barack Obama will feature insight into the Obama White House. He will also talk about the work with the Obama Foundation and the challenges our world faces right now. The Hartford Foundation for Public Giving and the Connecticut Forum have teamed up to make this event possible. So if you are a seasoned subscriber to the Connecticut Forum, you can renew your ticket starting at 10 this morning. New subscriptions go on sale on Monday at 10 a.m. We have more information on fox61.com and Fox 61 Plus.
Well, the town of Enfield has voted on its financial path moving forward. Several people in town say that they were concerned about the funding plan and they wanted the town to do more for its schools. Fox 61's Kate Pattyfoot was at last night's meeting. It has a breakdown of the numbers plus more reaction to the vote.
Enfield's Town Council voted on the new budget for the upcoming fiscal year. Council members spoke about the budget, saying it was fair, while others said it's not enough, specifically when it came to the Board of Education's budget. Monday evening, the budget battle in the town of Enfield came down to a vote.
7 members in favor, 4 against.
Town councilors spoke on the budget proposal and the impact set to come to people in town.
You can't claim to support nonprofits and then cut their funding, the way I look at it. You can't claim to care about our schools and our kids and then not fund the Board of Education at the rate that their superintendent of schools is asking for.
This budget has had the town divided, with rallies being held and people making their voices loud and clear.
My biggest beef has been we vote to get these buildings up to code, but we don't put the money into the teachers and the staff to support all of our kids.
The Board of Education asked for an almost 5% increase. With Monday's vote, it received a 4% increase. Some council members say Monday's vote was based on party line.
Last year we lost 86 teachers, and this year we're able to bring back 11, and that is far less than the needs of the district and the requests from our superintendent of schools.
Mayor Ken Nelson called the vote fair.
We came out a lot better than a lot of us anticipated. It was a tough budget, and we try everything humanly possible to come in at zero. But in these tough economic times, it's just sometimes not feasible to pull it off.
Elementary school teachers say even after this budget vote, more has to be done for the children in the town.
29 in a classroom. They love coming to me. I'm a math interventionist, so they're very thrilled about coming to a small group. They don't want to leave. And it's heartbreaking for me. Like, Mrs. Foss, I don't want to leave your classroom. And I said, I know, honey, but it's okay. You're going to go back to your classroom.
As a result of the budget vote, there will be an increase for taxpayers of about $220. But Mayor Nelson tells me that's a better figure than what was originally presented, which was $700. In Enfield, Kate Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
A lot of budget battles going on right now, Kay. Thank you very much. And in court news this morning, a man charged in connection to a shooting at a funeral faced a judge yesterday. That shooting happened Friday inside a Hartford church. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson reports from Hartford Superior Court.
The man accused in this incident is 34-year-old Joshua Smelly. His defense attorney did try to get his $1 million bond lowered, but a judge denied that request. Smelly faces several charges, including first-degree assault, criminal possession of a firearm, and criminal use of a firearm. Police say Smelly and his family were attending a funeral for Miss Ida Hawkins Green when gunshots rang out.
Disturbing allegations that a firearm was pulled and fired in a fight that escalated quickly in the back of a funeral in a church, and an individual was actually shot, as well as that there was children and several people present simply attending the funeral. According to a police report, officers interviewed family members who attended the funeral. They told officers Smelly punched their great-aunt before a fight broke out. One family member also told police that they saw Smelly pull out a gun and fire into the crowd. During the chaos, police say one woman was grazed with a bullet and someone else was stabbed. Police officers stayed on scene and assisted with the rest of the funeral. They arrested Smelly the same day. Prosecutors say he has a lengthy criminal record.
His last conviction was February of 2024 for operating under suspension, 3 months suspended, a year of probation. In 2014, Your Honor, he has a conviction for criminal possession of a firearm, burglary in the 3rd degree. Record dates back to 2010. Convictions for larceny 2 with a VOP.
Both the bail commissioner and the prosecution recommended his bond remain at $1 million.
For that $1 million bond and to affirm the 30.
While his defense team asked for a lower bond.
He's a stay-at-home father. He has a 1-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old, and 10-year-old. He cares for the kids with his girlfriend, who was at the alleged incident. I would ask Your Honor to adopt a much lower bond if possible. As I mentioned, he is a stay-at-home father, has basically no ability to post bond as a result, given his caretaking duties of his children.
The judge denied the defense's request and kept Smelly's bond at $1 million. Police have confirmed that both victims were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Smelly's next court date is June 25th. In Hartford, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
All right, Jamel, we'll be following it. Thank you. And new this morning in East Hartford, a person was hurt after a home caught fire after an issue with its electrical equipment. Take a look. Firefighters responded to the home in Orchard Terrace just before 9 last night. Crews say they can see the smoke from the second-floor bedroom billowing out of the windows there. They were able to get the flames out before they spread. Everyone inside the home got out on their own and were told the person hurt only had minor injuries, so they're expected to be okay. Meanwhile, firefighters say they did rescue a cat that was still inside the home.
6:08 right now, and a teen is in the hospital this morning after Waterbury police say he was hit by a car riding his bike. It happened just before 4 yesterday afternoon on Bishop Street in Waterbury. Officers say the 13-year-old boy was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. We're told the driver stayed at the scene and is cooperating with police.
6:08 now. Several people briefly lost power in New Britain yesterday after a car crashed into a utility pole. It happened at the corner of Corbin Avenue and Clinton Street. Thankfully, no one was hurt. We'll take a look at the damage to that pole there. We are told only one car was involved. We do not know what caused that driver to crash. It was an emotional reunion in Israel. 21-year-old Edon Alexander, a U.S. and Israeli citizen who was serving the IDF, has finally been reunited with his family.
Alexander was held hostage for more than 19 months by Hamas, and his release could be the start of a new ceasefire deal with Israel. Greg Palkett has more from Tel Aviv.
Freedom from Gaza. The Red Cross rescuing from the clutches of Hamas 21-year-old Edon Alexander, the last living American hostage held by the terror group 19 long months. His parents are Israeli. He was raised in New Jersey. The dual national American-Israeli left the U.S. at 18 to join the IDF. He was abducted by Hamas on that fateful day of the October 7th terror attack. Family and friends were overjoyed.
I'm feeling very excited and happy. We're waiting to hug Edon.
His U.S. hometown of Tenafly was also happy. The IDF got Edon from the Red Cross and brought him to a military base outside Gaza, where his mother and father had come to greet him. They were thrilled. Also there, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, who played a big role in the U.S.-led talks. Witkoff's boss was also pleased.
His parents are so happy. They're so happy. And he's coming home to his parents, which is really great news.
Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu also claiming credit, while giving credit where it was due.
This was achieved thanks to our military pressure and the diplomatic pressure applied by President Trump.
In fact, it's reported Israel had little to do with these talks. Another sign, analysts say, of Trump sidestepping Netanyahu. Hamas called Alexander's release a gesture to the U.S. and hoped it would lead to a ceasefire and more aid. Israel returned to talks about a possible ceasefire and hostage release. Not soon enough for Hostage Square in Tel Aviv. 58 people remain Hamas captives, 20 are still alive. And yes, on his way back in a chopper to Tel Aviv after a long day, Edon sent that thank you note to the president.
That was Greg Calcutt reporting. Alexander's family says that he may visit with President Trump at one of the stops on his Middle East tour later this week.